Hello, this is Democrat Point, and I'm Keith. And this is my message to the mayor. Where do I begin? Okay, let's start from the beginning. We know about the Republican National Conference or convention that's going to be held in Tampa, right? Okay, well, that's a good thing. You know, rah rah rah. Um, but there's one little problem: concealed weapons. Okay, what happened is this: the mayor of Tampa sent a request to the governor, a letter requesting or asking the governor to put a temporary ban on the use of concealed weapons. That is carrying concealed weapons into the conference. Okay? Or walking, carrying into the conference. Um, the governor wrote no. Responded no. Citing Florida law, Article 1, Section 8, and the Second Amendment rights of the United States Constitution. No. Okay. Mayor then asked or request of the Florida State House Majority Leader, Dean Kaine, to have a special session, to pose a ban on the use of concealed weapons temporarily for in the convention, or then in the area. His representative responded to the mayor by saying, no, no. The majority leader, the House Majority Leader in Tallahassee said no. No, no, there's not going to be a special. There's not going to be a special session. It's not going to happen. We're not going to have a session for this. Okay. So what are the other options that are presented to the mayor? Since he is the mayor, Buckhorn is the mayor of Tampa, right? And he has a concern with concealed weapons, especially in light of what happened with Gabriel Gifford, the congressman from Arizona, who someone attempted to assassinate, and in the wake of which left several senior citizens dead. A young man who was, father who was raising the family dead. A 9-year-old baby girl dead. They're concerned with concealed weapons because an individual walked into her town hall meeting and with a concealed weapon, drew it, and started shooting people. So it's a big concern. So what other options are left? Well, you have many options. You actually do. Because as the mayor of this city, the chief executive officer of this city, where everything is really your responsibility, including this conference, this privately held convention, that's going to host elected officials, federally elected officials, hundreds of federal elected officials throughout this nation are going to come here as delegates, dignitaries, as well as delegates, elected delegates, or that are going to come here. Thousands of elected delegates are going to come to this convention, of which is being held in your city, in which you have a large responsibility for the security of, as it stands now. Concealed weapons is a big problem. I understand that. You get it, they get it, but you know what? Hey, if something goes wrong, it's on your head. That's their feeling. Hey, we're going to blame the mayor. Hey, the mayor should have more security. Well, you know what? Do what a Mayor Bloomberg would have done. A Rudy Giuliani would have done. Call the DOJ. Whoa, that's right, Department of Justice. Tell them you need extra security down here. Set up security zones. Have your representative, have the FBI send Homeland Security, the CIA, and the Secret Service to provide security down here. Set up security zones. Pull them, the host of this convention into it as well. Have them meet certain security guidelines. Because just like any gun show where guns are allowed, they still have to provide security for that gun show, don't they? private held event. Well, this ain't no ordinarily private held event. Once again, you have elected officials involved in this. Federal elected officials, local and federally, state elected officials, governors involved in this, who are going to come through here, these dignitaries, right? So once it becomes federal, guess what? The DOJ, there we go. FBI, there we go. Homeland Security, there we go. Because this becomes a magnet for domestic and international terrorists. A high profile magnet. Security. That's right. Secret Service security. Why? You got dignitaries like the majority leader of the House of Representatives, the minority leader of the United States Senate, and the Speaker of the House is coming through here. Who's the person third in line for the power for the presidency? Yes, this is not no ordinary event. It's a private convention, but you know what? Because of the dignitaries that's coming in here, it comes under federal. The federal government has to provide security. You can request the federal government to provide security, and they have to do it. So call them up. Hey, have your representative call them up. Tell them you want to set up security zones where that anybody who comes in this security zone, in this area, with a concealed weapon, they are checked. They are checked to make sure that they have a license. They have a license and or permit that is registered as a concealed weapon. And once everything check out, they can go ahead. They go ahead. Have representatives from request, demand that they have a representative there acknowledging that they are allowing this person to come into this convention, to their private held convention, with a secured weapon. That's something that you could put into. You don't even have to get consent from the commission or from any board, because it is your responsibility. You can put a temporary ban on it. They could correct me on this. Hey, go for it. Why? As executive officer, you can put an executive ban on it, but you don't want to do that. But you can request, have them demand that they have somebody there acknowledging that, hey, look, this private convention, even though it's a private convention, is authorizing this person to come in with a concealed weapon. That they acknowledging that this person, that individual, Joe, is coming into their private held convention as a guest of theirs with a concealed weapon, that they are acknowledging this. Go ahead. Let them go through. Because you're going to have FBI agents in there. You're going to have Secret Service in there. You're going to have CIA agents in there. And you're going to have Homeland Security agents in there. All throughout there. Why? Because once again, because of the type of delegates who will be coming through it. It is a private held convention, but the dignitaries are under federal protection. Come under the guidelines of those who are federal elected officials. So you can request the DOJ, the FBI, and I would not hesitate. You tried it that way, they didn't want to go along with it. It is your responsibility. So you can request the DOJ, the Department of Justice, to provide security. You can demand that the FBI provide security. You can demand that Homeland Security provide security. You can demand and have them do it. Why? Because once again, the type of dignitaries who are coming through there, that's their job. and have those hosts note, have a representative there noting that they are giving permission to this individual with to come in here as their host. I mean, what more? Look, then you know what? It's on their heads. Something happens, it's on their head. I mean, what more can you do? That's my message. This is my message to Mayor Buckhorn of Tampa, the city of Tampa, who once again you've been doing a great job. Just don't stress that. Call somebody else, have them do the job. Have them do their job. All right? You can't do it by yourself. All right? And I'm Keith. This has been a Democrat point, and I'm proud to be a Democrat. But you already knew that, didn't you? I wonder how you knew that.